Springtrap might just be the most misunderstood killer in Dead by Daylight. While Springtrap looks relatively simple on the surface, there's a lot to consider when playing him. And I think that's one of the major reasons why a lot of DBD killers are seemingly extremely underrating him, thinking he's a low B or C tier killer. In this video, I'll show you how a veteran Springtrap player truly thinks and how to get the absolute most out of Springtrap. In fact, we played so well that we even beat 2 cheaters in the second game. Dude, is this guy cheating? Wait, I think this guy's cheating. I don't understand how this guy did what he just did. Yeah, you see this? Yeah, this guy's cheating. I hope you enjoy. Alright, Springtrap time, and today we're gonna over-explain everything to break down how to play this killer and how to use him the most effectively. So at the very beginning of the game, we really want to get into a door, and the first thing we want to look out for, we want to go as far away as possible, because that's the most likely survive spawn, and yep, we were correct. So not every door is the same door, that has to be said, and I'll explain that later. There's a free shot because the Lara actually hugged the wall. That will make shots so much easier to hit. And you know what? I'm gonna switch the target because she doesn't have Shark. She only has this pallet. And I can hold this. I can hold this. Hold, hold, hold. That's an important lesson to learn. Holding is incredibly strong on this killer. We have a lot of movement speed. And even if we cancel, there's not a lot of punishment. But what gets punished a lot is random missing. So you maybe don't want to throw everything out there at all times, but at the same time, don't be afraid to throw it, obviously. The cooldown is not that long, especially because we have restaurant menu, and that can help us offset the missed attacks greatly. And I would always use this add-on. Restaurant menu is absolutely the one add-on you always want to have on, and there's no way not to. All right, cool. So, not every door is the same, by the way. The ones where the survivors cannot see the handle are infinitely stronger. And that has a very simple reason. Because they can't see the display flicker. And that means they will probably not pre-on you as much. Doors that are directly facing the generator, where survivors are walking, are way worse. And you should maybe avoid patrolling those. That is something that I see most people do wrong for sure. Like the number one mistake that I see is not everyone is using the security doors, and they're so good. You're missing out big time. And the second one is that you need to choose which gens to protect. Because I think this door looks like it's facing the generator. No, it's not. All right, we got really lucky here. And with our Park Mindbreaker, even if there's exhaustion in play, even if there's sprint burst, he cannot sprint burst away from us. And now we're gonna recall our axe. Restaurant menu is gonna be insane, and he's still zoned. And down he goes. Perfect. So we had pop here, right? We noticed that, but it is also very important to know if you can quickly down another survivor, you do not have to use it, because now we are operating on higher efficiency overall, because we can kick this and we're gonna bait her here. All right, cool. So we're gonna go into the door, which means we lose our terrorists. And now listen. Lara's right there. She already ran by us. We waited a little bit too long. Well, oh, he actually had sprint bus. All right, cool. That was a good example of why I think Mindbreaker is an incredible perk for this killer. Exhaustion perks are the one thing that prevents you from always having fast chases. The security doors prevent the pre-running. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We still miss. It's okay. Even though we hold, we still miss, but we're not getting punished. That was a good zoning axe. And let's get onto the next hook. So they actually completed the generator. Oh, Easter egg. So one thing we have not talked about yet. So you might have noticed I do not have my axe on me, and there's a purpose to this. There is a big purpose to this, because... Nice, perfect. I can get pop fast. I want to be 110 when I travel. I don't want to be 115. I want to be 115. I don't want to be 110. Whoops, I got it the wrong way around. My bad. I'm going to throw the axe away again, because I do not want to play 110. And that's one thing that every new Springtrap player does wrong. You cannot hold your axe at all times. I can recall it at any moment, and that's so convenient for me, you know? I don't have to really worry about anything. You know, we can patrol the gens. This is one of the strong suits of the killer for sure. And with undetectable, we're gonna sneak up. Now we're gonna recall our axe before she makes any loop. And we got as close as possible while being 115. And now let's see if she wants to dodge. She does. And we're so washed. Oh my god. Obviously, you want to hit the axe first, simply because of the lower cooldown. The survivor gets less distance. In this case, we missed. We're being bad, but that's okay. With restaurant menu, aim at the middle. Let the survivor run into your aim and don't flick towards them. That's another great tip. This Lara probably has anti-tunnel. That's why she's running into me. Very nice. And now we see survivor on this gen again. We can apply our pop here. And yeah, if you play Springtrap, one thing you should do is be very, very efficient with your time. This killer allows you to do that. You can be very efficient. You barely get pre-run. You don't have to have a lot of downtime if you use these autos correctly. If a survivor is too far away, well, then don't commit the chase. I'm sure you can find someone else. Eruption is a great perk to avoid downtime a little bit and make it easier for you. And once again, oh, that was a great dead hard though. Great dead hard. 2 gens done, okay. I should have been more patient there. Barely missing that one. But down they go. And eruption procs on this gen. I don't think they have any pros on the last gen, so that deliverance definitely brought them some time back. But they still need to complete a whole another generator to escape this match. And that is not easy against Springtrap. He has a lot of potential to come back. And especially once there's only 1 gen left, oftentimes that's when you start shining. The first gens are oftentimes pretty fast with this killer. And once again, we get a fast, good chase. Don't have to bother with pre-running like other killers. Almost at all. Perfect, we held it for as long as we had to, and I think we can go for the grab here. Yes, we get really close because that way we cannot get flashlight saved, and we save a little bit of time. Now, barbecue and chili. I would always recommend 1 info perk on Springtrap. That is the best way to enjoy him, because that way you travel the security doors with purpose and you can further reduce the downtime you have. Because essentially this killer allows you to hopefully have fast chases, and with the mobility combined, I think it makes a very strong package. In my opinion, at least. I know a lot of people don't think so, but I'm having a lot of success with this killer. And oftentimes when I watch other people play it, like oftentimes they spend the entire game being a 110 killer with the axe equipped, or they barely use the security doors and they actually get pre-run, or they use the M1 attack first and then they try to follow up with the axe, which is definitely the wrong order. You always want to try to go for an axe at first. If you miss, that's okay. The survivor is not going to be that far away. It's not going to be the end of the world. But if you hit it, then you're setting yourself up for a great chase. Especially with Mindbreaker, which in my opinion is definitely the perk to have for him. These things have a lot of synergy, and let's see if we can find the survivors. I have a streamer add-on on. There are a lot of other add-ons you can possibly use. In that case. Oh, nice. Clean. Alright, we got that. Went a little bit for a trick shot. But if it works, it works. Right, so we said a lot already, but there's still a lot to be said. Especially about axe management. So, I'm not going to recall this. Not yet. I still want to be 115. Now I want to zone the window. And she doesn't take it. Perfect. That was the right spot to recall. Oh, barely not. Alright, this is why we have restaurant menu though. Don't stress it if you miss. It's totally okay. Happens to absolutely everyone. Oh, and we see the last survivor with Eruption, which is also a really good perk, because if you go out of a security door next to the gen and there's nobody there, you can just quickly kick it. Yeah, a lot of synergy with gen kick perks on this killer. And they got the hatch. Alright, cool. But let's play one more game and see if we get some survivors that can show us some more. Alright, Tom and Creek, we are back, and for this game we switched the add-ons, because there's one add-on that is really good if you learn Springtrap. It is the one that shows the arc of the axe. So for the first few games, I would definitely run this. And we spawn in the middle of the map. This is quite bad for us because now we kind of have to guess a little bit where we want to go. We obviously look for doors that the survivors cannot see if they're walking the generator. And that's exactly what we find. Now we recall the axe, and I think I'm going to run through. Oh my god, dude. It would be so cool if I could actually hit something. But it's okay. I think it was still Mindbreaker, so even if he had exhaustion, don't think he could have used it. Recall real fast. Perfect, perfect. And I saw him from the edge of my eye, so I'm gonna get another attack in. And looks like they're all spawned over here. This is good. He's definitely still behind me. Oh, double flashlight. Okay. All right. We're out here trying, I see. You don't want to run away. Oh, you would be well advised to do so. All right, let's hold it. He's gonna maneuver himself out of this. Look. And then we let him walk into our aim. We don't have to do anything. Like, I did nothing fancy there, nothing. Everyone can do that. I didn't move my mouse. I just held right click until he moved himself out of position. And I can do that again because he's gonna dodge again, right? Hold it. And once you see a pattern in his dodging, then you just go for the attack. So pretty simple stuff. I would avoid flicking is cool, don't get me wrong. But for bread and butter Springtrap, if you want to win the majority of your games, then wow, that's good enough. I'm gonna throw my axe away because I don't think I want to shoot anyone. I want to kick this generator first. Okay, I kind of want to kick this and then the... No, actually, I'm just gonna kick this. And this is why we get value for being 115. Perfect. She ran into it again. Always takes a little bit of experience, obviously, to predict movements. But the easiest way to play these kind of killers, in my opinion, is to look for patterns within the survival movement. And if you see a pattern, because like it's so hard to not fall into a pattern, then oh no, they saw what. That's pretty bad. So now I don't have a hook. I have to drop her, sadly. But I have a target right here that I can follow. And that was a risky shot, have to say. But with restaurant menu, we can go for those. And yeah, this is the one add-on that you should definitely have. I know I said it 10 billion times, but it's like hard to overstate how valuable this add-on is. I saw someone coaching there. I will go for them. Do I want to wait for my... No, I'm not. I'll just take the attack. I was thinking, do I want to wait for my axe here? Alright, I do not hit that. That's okay. Now we're 115. And we get Killer Instinct. One generator done. That's totally fine. Quite the explosive game. I didn't even go into any doors. But now we're gonna get barbecue and chili. And this is gonna make it very easy to know where to go. Very nice. That triple resetting. Oh, where do I want to go? I don't have a good door here, sadly. I got to this one, but it's not ideal. There's no door on that side of the map, but they're still gonna be busy with that reset, right? Now they're gonna split up. Hello. Oh. Alright, so these max range shots, they take a little bit of practice. But you always have to remember, this is a cool thing about this killer. If they survive us that much distance, then it's oftentimes it's better to go for them than catch up with 115 and then play close up, right? Because you're gonna be faster close up. I cannot stress enough how important it is to spend 90% of the game without your axe being equipped. You do not run around as a 110 killer for the majority of the game. This is the advantage we have over a killer like Huntress, who has to run as a 110 and has no choice on the matter. But we have the luxury of being able to choose, and that is very good on loops where we kind of suck on, and it kind of like alleviates our downsides quite a lot. And doing that as much as possible is definitely the way. Cool. Let's put him on the hook here. Barbecue and chili. I honestly didn't see anyone, but there's someone here. Okay. Well, her footsteps are giving her away. She's not in chase, which makes that really, really easy. Okay, let's see where she is. I want to get close up. If I can get a little bit closer here, that would be ideal. Playing the 115 to the best of my ability. Wow, she's mirroring my movement perfectly though. Actually incredible. Dude, is this guy cheating? Wait, I think this guy's cheating. Wait! No way. How did... I'm not sure how they're doing this. I don't think they're holding conventional check spots. So this is a little bit odd because they're holding perfect distance. I think this guy might unironically be a cheater. Well... Are your cheats good enough to win though? That's a completely different question. I can't think of a perk that could enable him to do what he just did. Because he held perfect distance there for 30 seconds. Like, cheers in DVD are so weird because, like, essentially what I'm saying is I don't understand how this guy did what he just did. And because I have no logical explanation, I'm pretty sure there's no way to do this because I rarely go outside. And yeah, well, I know what's possible in DVD, I guess. Oh. Elevation will allow us to shoot further, by the way. Hello? Are you behind this? Oh, there you are. Hello. This is the Sabo player. Very easy hit once again. He didn't even dodge, so I went directly for the shot. Yeah, I'm actually so curious. Is this Ada actually... Is this Nia actually cheating? I like it. Maybe there's some way. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. Which is definitely not impossible. Oh, hello. Hold it, hold it. He double dodged, nice. So I saw a pattern, but he didn't follow through with it. That was well played by him. Okay, we're gonna get blinded again. Ward after, and I'm pretty sure if I recall my axe right here, then he's gonna be down. Nice. How did she get mind game though on the first time? That's the question, right? Did she maybe just not look back? Well, you have nothing here, so good luck. Oh, he doesn't. Well weighted. Okay, I saw that attack coming. I saw it coming. It's quite an odd game because there's so many people in my face that I didn't really have to use the doors at all. But I guess, I mean, it definitely works. I mean, if I don't have to travel for my chases, then I can just win without. Because this killer has quite the strong chase power. And that makes him a very complete package. And one thing that's really cool is it doesn't really matter what map you load into. And generally, he does really well on all of them. So it's like one of the few killers that doesn't have like really bad maps. You could maybe argue something like Swamp because it has very odd door spawns. But the map in itself is not unplayably bad or anything. And where did this guy go? That's what I want to know. Is this wiretap maybe? Did they have wiretap on the gen? I don't think it was Burst though. This guy also just mirrored my movement through the wall. And I'm not sure how he did that. His glitch trap is a very silent skin. Especially in chase, it's so hard to hear. Dude, this guy's cheating. Yeah, you see this? You see us waiting at the wall? Yeah, this guy's cheating. Okay, I'm playing against two cheaters, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. It's a little bit sad how common this is getting recently, but oh well, to be that way. Oh, I mean, we're definitely proving that you can do things. Oh, two of them are still alive. I mean, we're literally 4K against two cheaters, so it can't be that bad now. Should obviously know that I'm coming. I mean, if you double dodge that way, then... Usually I wouldn't slug here, but I'm definitely gonna slug. Because I want to kill the cheater. This is kind of derailing. I'm definitely going to play one more game. I still want to show this though. I think it's quite a fascinating game, considering we literally just won against two cheaters. I have no clue where they went. You know what? I think I'm just going to hook. Like, the cheater's definitely going to outmaneuver me. There's no way they aren't. Because they know exactly where I am. I would guess they went to the right side of the map, somewhere here. Yes, they did. I am indeed correct. And that is a miss from us. Well, there's no point in mic gaming this because they can see me, but this is a hit. We can wind this up early, and the faster movement speed definitely helps in that scenario. There's one time to drop that pallet. Yep. There we go. Oh, she dead hunted though. Nice. Well played. You want to save this, don't you? You would like to. And there we go. I mean, wow, this kind of shows that Springtrap can do things. Not the best tutorial game though. I'll definitely play one more. And hopefully I can teach you guys a little bit more about this killer that I really, really like playing, by the way. Alright, we are back. Hopefully with a little bit less cheesers and the clan from the archive. Damn, that's a rare sight. Oh, alright, we have a map with pretty bad portals. Alright, so this door number 3 is a prime example of a door that you might not want to go to simply because the door looks straight at the generator. And if you actually want to go to this gen, right, you would be way better off going where I am going right now, because in this case, you will actually get close to the survivors, even if they pay attention. Perfect example. And that's an easy hit. Don't have to do anything special, really. She didn't move and made it easy for me. So because the door is facing the generator and you can clearly see the display blinking, we are not gonna go there. That display, by the way, this display on the door blinks if there is someone teleporting to the door. This is also true for Survivor, by the way. This display, the number 5. It's also true of a Survivor. If you want to spook your solo queue teammates, you can also teleport to the gen, and they're probably gonna be scared shitless. Alright, cool. Let's chase Adam here. He does not have his exhaustion perk, which will greatly aid us in this chase. Perfect. The power of holding, and we get the hit. And this is also a good lesson to be learned. Breaking pallets while you have cooldown on your axe is actually very, very good, and that's how you want to have it. This is the perfect gameplay loop. You catch up. Now we're gonna recall because you want to zone the window, and I don't think he's gonna take the window, to be honest, because he's looking back. He's showing me that he wants to counter me, which means he accepts that I'm gonna zone the window, and I'm just gonna 4D chess it and not even aim at the window. Cool. That's our second hook. Barbecue and chili giving us nothing. And Adam DC. I see the gen in the middle is being walked. Oh, I had someone go there. Okay, that's fine. Now I still want to go to the middle though, because this is a good door. Nice. They still crew on me. That's probably based on ambient noise, by the way. They realized I was teleporting and didn't go there. I can see that they were going to shack though, so I'm going to go to the one door, and then hopefully I can surprise him from a different angle. Oh, there's someone else here though. Interesting. It is Kate. No, I don't have my... Okay, I meant to recall that already. I didn't. Let's see if she wants to juke into me. She doesn't. I miss. I'm bad. All right, I'm going to take them once again. A little bit too hasty there. I had time. Don't need to stress myself too hard. All right, but we hit those, so I guess we are just him. We can't hit someone while they're next to us, but the arc shots, they take some practice, but they're so satisfying. Like, I promise you, once you start hitting them a little bit more, you're gonna love it. This killer is fun. It's satisfying, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely one of my personal favorites, for sure. Okay, I expected him to go towards the generator there, but he didn't. It's probably not the worst idea to be a 115 killer for this little bit, because he does... Okay, well, that was a bold attempt. Okay, with restaurant menu, I don't have to wait very long, though. And we are right back. And this is where the power of the holding comes in. Not only that, we can also mock him. We actually got really bad RNG on this. Like, almost every door faces the generator, which means the survivors will pre-run us consistently. Yeah, nobody on this now. Interesting. Let's go to the 6th door, because it's actually not facing the gen. Oh, great dodge. Do you want to I can get a hit here, I think. Can definitely get a hit. Maybe I want even more. Yes. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. I don't think you have anything, do you? No. Okay, I popped the gen. We're still 4 gens remaining. I think we're totally fine. But once again, our promises, keep the chases short. Kill survivors. That's our priority in this case. And we see someone go to the main boat. They'll probably not see us come out of this door, which means we have a good chance of surprising them. Exactly. That's what we're seeing. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Get the exit. Very important not to use their one attack there. And that's how it looks if you chase someone who's not cheating, by the way. They cannot spot you through the walls. And because I have an axe on them, I can actually see them. And the way we move while we don't have the axe is very, very important. Oftentimes it's more of a I want to get as close as possible and then get the axe back. And we see another one. Wow, everyone is CCing. I guess they can't take the Springtrap. I recall too early. That was a good example of a bad recall. They're trying to get rid of Fearmonger, I would imagine. Well, once I recall this, it's all over. Oh, they didn't. Wow, no, they hit on the barrel. Okay, well played though. Well played, Laurie. Can't hate on that. There we go. That's a good way to outplay this loop. Always surprise the survivors from which direction you go up, because they have too many directions for them to possibly check them all. That's an easy way to outplay that loop. And on the hook we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's chase. What are we chasing? Alright, hello Renato. Sadly not a hit, he didn't go there. Alright, he blocked the window completely. He doesn't know where to go. Alright Adam, let's see what's up. There is no pallet on the boat. Yeah, I don't think the bots really care if I hold on them. Oh, he's running this loop. I don't think I can possibly outplay this. Now against the bot. No! How'd I miss? Alright, he's leaving. That works. Cool. On the hook we go. But yeah, I hope this video helped a little bit to understand how to play Springtrap on a higher level. I always find it easier with the game examples. But if you take anything away from this video, it's like manage when you have your axe and you don't. Use your security doors as much as possible. Be aware of the security door facing the generator or not. And don't take bad chases for yourself, because you can easily leave anyone and then go for a good chase instead, thanks to the amazing power of the security doors. And yeah, holding is king on this killer. That's also another thing that is definitely true. Don't be afraid to go for max range shots, especially with restaurant menu. It's always worth it, because after that we are 115, you're faster. And yeah, don't be afraid to try it and use my restaurant menu as much as possible, the brown add-on that I'm having on right now. And one thing you can actually do is you can use your kill instinct to mark one of the doors and then go to the other one. That's pretty neat. Oh my god, is she not gonna open? Is she not even gonna try? I hate when survivors do this. I would literally give you the gate. Bro, just be cute. It's not that hard. This is what happens if you don't watch the videos. You need to watch the tech video, because the Q tech would give Laurie a free escape here. I would actually let her go, but she's not even trying. Outrageous. All right, that's it though for my Springtrap tips. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them. And yeah, I hope you learned something about Springtrap, and I'll see you guys some other time. Bye bye.